Hey everybody, welcome back to my Pizza Dough Pro YouTube channel. In today's really fun video, we're going to be making a very large pizza. You can take this dough and split it into 2 pizzas if you wish, but for today's recipe I'm doing a single, very large pizza at around 1 pound. And that's about 454 grams. So let's go over the ingredients. 2 cups of pizza flour, this is 300 grams. If you don't have pizza flour, you can use all-purpose flour as well. 180 grams or 3/4 of a cup of room temperature water, 15 grams or half an ounce of olive oil, 1.5 grams or half a teaspoon of instant yeast, and our last ingredient, 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of salt. So those are the ingredients. Let's get started. Into my mixer, I'm going to get in all of my flour. It's good. My instant yeast. And I like to give that a little bit of a stir just to hide that yeast in the flour. That's good. And then we'll add in our salt. You can give that a little bit of a stir. That's good. My olive oil. And if you don't have olive oil, don't worry. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil. Those are both good quality oils that are compatible with pizza dough. So get that in there. And then our last ingredient, our water. And that's it for the recipe. And I'll close down my safety cage and we'll get the mixer going. This mixer goes from speed 1 to 10. Maximum speed is 400 RPM. I like to do my dough around speed number 3. So I'm going to turn the mixer on, and when I do, you're going to see a nice light illuminate the ingredients. That's nice to have. And now I'm just going to turn this up to speed number 3. There we go, that's 3. And I like to knead my dough for 14 minutes. Is it absolutely necessary to do 14 minutes? No, it's not. You could do a minimum of 8 minutes. If you go for the 8 minutes, that does not mean that you can turn up the speed of your mixer. Just leave it at the same speed. If you turn up the mixer too much, what it does is it incorporates too much heat into your dough, and you don't really want that. So right away you can hear that I'm just talking at a normal volume, and you can hear how quiet this mixer is. It is absolutely amazing. And you can have a little bit of dough like this, or you can have this fully packed, and you get the same amount of noise coming out of here, which is minimal. So I'm going to let that go, and I'll be back in 14 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 14 minutes.
14-minute timer started.
Hey everybody, my 14-minute timer just went off, but I'm going to let the machine just go a little bit longer here so you can see what's happening inside the mixer. So that looks really good. I'm going to lift up the safety cage. That will stop the mixer. And then I'm going to remove the dough from the bowl. So there's our really nice dough. And the first thing you're going to notice is that this dough is not as sticky as the one that I made in the previous video. The last one was 65% hydration. This one here is 60. So if you want a really easy working dough, 60% is a nice percentage to go at. So I'm going to get a little bit of water down on my scale. I just want to take a total dough ball reading just for fun. And we'll see what we've got. Let's get that all together and get it on there. We'll see. I'm just going to take a little bit of that water off. And let's get that on there. We're at 492, so it's a little bit more than a pound. So if you wanted exactly a pound, you could just shave off a little bit. But anyway, we've got 492 grams. I'm going to take that off. And we're going to get this into the middle. I want to make sure that I'm on camera. So that looks worse. So I'm just going to push that like that. And that's going to be my bottom. I'm just going to bring it all to the middle, just like that. And then you just flip it over. You can see how bad it looks right now. But watch. So I'm going to go in with my hands like this, and I'm going to turn. So I'm going in like this. Watch what happens. And this is the really relaxing part of doing dough. As you turn, you're just forcing that down, and what that's doing is it's pulling that layer around. So you just keep doing it. You can do it as much as you want. Look at that. You can see already how nice that dough ball has become. Look at that. Really nice. I have an oiled bowl right here ready to go. We'll just scoop that up and then right into our oiled bowl. For the last bit of my video, I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of oil and then cover it with plastic wrap. So I've added a little bit of oil to the top of the dough ball. That's just to keep it from drying out. Get a little piece of plastic wrap and just get that right over the top. And you have now successfully made amazing pizza dough. So let's say we want to use this today. What are we going to do? We're going to leave it on our countertop an hour and a half, 2 hours. It could be 2.5 hours. You want to see a nice bit of activity. You're going to see that dough ball basically double in size. In some cases, it may even touch the top of that plastic wrap. At that point, you are ready to go. There's nothing else to do. Just get it onto your table, spread it out, use your fingers, use a rolling pin. You want to get your cheese on there, your sauce, your toppings, and then bake it. So in your standard kitchen oven, you're going to want to bake your pizza for about 8 to 10 minutes at 550 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 288 degrees Celsius. Now, if you cannot turn your oven that high, then you'd want to go for, say, 475 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 246 degrees Celsius. And that there, you're probably talking around 10 to 12 minutes. It's just going to be a few more minutes of bake time. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced with pizza making, you don't want to use your dough the same day. So what I do is I leave it on my counter for 30 minutes just to make sure that the yeast has correctly started to work. After that 30 minutes, I put it into my fridge. And I'll either do a 24-hour or 48-hour cold, slow ferment. So there's nothing else to do. You just leave it here 30 minutes. You could do 45 minutes maximum into the fridge until tomorrow or the next day. At that point, you bring out the dough 4 to 5 hours before you want to use it. Do not microwave it or heat it in any other unnatural way. Just let it come up to room temperature naturally, and then you're ready to use the dough. So that's it for this really fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish, and if you're on Facebook, I'm also over there at Bake Like a Pro. As usual, I end off all of my videos with a few photos that I take with this dough. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.